tell one lie, you got to remember the 100 lies that you told to cover that lie up.
That wasn't no lie.
Be quiet and don't.
I know you want to control this room, but this isn't Burger King. When the sign changes to Burger King, you can have it your way. Right now, this is my courtroom, and you will answer my questions. Stop. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury? Yes or no?
Hey everyone, welcome. So Lindsay's just ending. So, hey Mike, hey Missy K, hey Ann W, hey Missy K, Siren, hey Sarah. So we got backstabbing week. It looks like. Hey Tracy. So we have a backstabbing week. So this isn't Burger King. Yep. Some people think it's Burger King and they can have it their way all the time, all day long. Hey, Sabrina. Well, this isn't Burger King. You can't have things, you can't have it your way. So let's start with that little snot. Hey, Lonnie. Hey, baby Jane. So, Lonnie. So you think you can come up and go around releasing people's private messages? You think you're great? You think you're all that, honey? Now, I wasn't even going to respond to your skanky little ass. All right? But darling Nikki decided yesterday that, hey, Riff, hey, Jason, hey, 71. So I wasn't even going to respond to you, Lonnie. I was just going to sit there and just say fuck off. But darling Nikki decided to respond to you, your shenanigans. And I thought she was too kind to you. All right. You're what you're doing is you're releasing Rachel's private messages. Who else's private messages are you releasing? And what is it over? Something petty? So I don't really care what it's over this time, Lonnie. So I even said over at darling Nikki's last night, we don't want to speak your name. All right? We don't want to give you fucking attention. Because that's what you want. You want fucking attention. And if darling Nikki wants to sit there and give you that attention, that's up to her. All right? But your fucking mouth, if you want to be just like Tiffany, go right ahead. If you want to be a backstabbing cunt like Amy, go right ahead. No one's stopping you, hon. Do you think that your community posts last night were that triggering? Yeah, they're pretty gross. But I even told Darling Nikki in chat last night, we don't want to say your name. It's someone that we don't want to use your name. And what was it over last time, Lonnie? I don't really give a shit what it was over the last time. All right. It was over. Oh yeah, you blame Tiffany and what's his name? Johnny. But I wonder who filling your head with nonsense this time. So I'm just going to say this, all right? I stand with Rachel Townsend. I'm not putting up with your bullshit. And we're just going to sit here and ignore your ass, all right? We're not going to give you the attention you want. So you can sit there and tag us in your pathetic little community posts, or go over to Retros and go in her chat for all I care. But guess what? We're better than you, Lonnie. All right? We're 10 times better than you, and we always will be. Oh, I got one question for Lonnie. P.S. Hockett. Nobody knows Ann W. and nobody cares. I don't really care why she's acting this way. It's just the thing is, she's acting this way. All right? And I'm just going to ask everyone in my chat, I can't order people around, to please ignore her. She wants your reaction, and she wants your attention. She wants your response because she thinks she's hot shit. So just ignore her. Don't mention her name. You're not really worth it, Lonnie. Let's be real. You live where? Australia? Your little badass ain't gonna really do anything to us over in the States or North America or even the UK for that matter. So why should we be scared of you? Absolutely, Sabrina. That's what she wants. And that's why I'm asking everyone that listens. Ignore her. Don't mention her name publicly. She'll eventually get bored. All right. So if anyone else on anyone else's channel decides to talk about her, it's on them. All right. We dealt with Lonnie before. And she didn't get and you didn't get the attention you wanted the last time, did you? Lonnie. Oh, yeah, you had help last time, didn't you? You had Steph. Yeah, that's all she has, Jason. You know, the haters. That's all she has, you know. Oh, poor thing. So, Steph, I hear you have COVID. I'm so sorry about that. Being in the hospital with COVID must suck. At least you turned on your camera and showed you were in a hospital bed. At first, I was skeptical you were even sick. What did you do the last time? You turned on your camera and you grifted for money when your kid got injured. Well, yeah, but a UTI, Jason, doesn't get you in the hospital. So yeah, COVID must suck, Steph. I'll give you that. You're in the hospital room. But the other part of your story, you getting fired. Whose fault is that? Please. Is it all our fault that you got fired, Steph? That you got thrown out of that hotel? Of yours? Now, from what I've been observing from your conduct on this platform, it seems to me that you were obsessed with YouTube instead of doing your job. That's how I'm. Nobody knows Siren for sure. All I can comment on is what from what I've seen. She's a self-admitted bitch. That's for sure. She you constantly see her while she's on the clock go on people's panels while folding their towels. We all seen that on camera. She's modding people's chats while at work on the clock. And then she cries and cries that she lost her wrench. Jamie took her wrench. Because she was modding with her tits. Come on, Steph. You're probably modding two different chats while you're holding towels. You're doing 3 different things at once. You claim you fell asleep, but who knows with you? All right. And now you're making it our problem. Asking for money? Well, when you're at work, I could see if you're turning on the laptop and listening. All right. You want something to listen to while you work, such as turning on the radio. I assume since we've seen you on camera while on the clock, your job at that hotel was laundry. All right. Laundry. Laundry. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Scotty. So your job was laundry, and Steph, we all seen you folding towels and doing whatever. But that's what you're supposed to do. Steph got fired. Scotty. Bitch talks. Now she's asking for donations because she got fired. Apparently. So Steph, instead of begging for cash online, why don't you head your ass down to the local welfare office? All right. Yeah, she went grifting real quick. Yeah, Scotty. She thinks it's Burger King and she can have everything her way. But you know as well as me, Scotty, when you're at work, you're supposed to do your job, not be on YouTube modding other people's channels and being on people's panels while working. Of course, it would piss anyone's boss off if she kept doing that. All right. Yeah, and then she lets her kids run wild through the hotel. And as Missy K just pointed out, she becomes a liability. So yeah, she got yep, Scotty, that you're absolutely 100% correct. She loses her room too. So what I'm hearing is this is just rumor. All right. Going around. Going around she was having problems for a while. Well, she said it out of her own mouth, so 100%, Scotty. 100%. Yeah, she lost her job, her room. So maybe she should start calling relatives and saying, "Can I stay with you?" All right. She apparently took her kid getting injured into a grifting opportunity. you know? No, I don't wish homelessness on anyone, Scotty, you know? But she comes on here and thinks that everyone needs to pay her bills. So, okay, Witchy. So I just wanted to point that out. Oh, and Scott, not you, Scotty. Steph, I didn't get your so-called counter notification. Did it get denied or something? I'm just wondering, you know. Yeah, I'm sure she found somebody, 71, you know. So we have a little incident that happened that came out yesterday. We had a nice big incident. So this involves Slimy or Blamey. Yeah, she decided to go hate bond yesterday or the day before. I don't know when it was exactly, but apparently she decided to go over to Space Monsters and be a backstabbing bitch. She hates Darling Nikki so much because she didn't get her way, that she didn't have complete control over her. Yeah, isn't that just trashy, Jason? Just trashy. So so we all know she joined the other side, the hate community, because she hates the Legion so much. But I thought she was still friends with Save Robbie. I thought that she would have some respect for him and not run to his enemies, especially AJ and Space Monster. Interesting when I found that out last night. So apparently, Space Monster, yeah, Space Monster is one of Robbie's worst enemies, Scotty. And Slimy went right over into Spacey's chat. And guess what Spacey did, everyone? Spacey decided to reward Slimy with a wrench. So in my opinion, yeah, wrenched. So Slimy is now a mod for Space Monster. Let's give her a round of applause. So I know why Spacey did that. She wanted to cause a problem she wanted to start trouble. But in my opinion, if Slimy had any respect for Robbie in the first place, she wouldn't have even went over there. All right? I'm just saying. So, yeah, Scotty, I seen that. I got sent that community post, Scotty. Hey, Spooky, welcome back. So, she decides to, because let me look at my little screenshots here. Because I could send proof, all right, of everything. You hear that? So let's see here. So here's Michelle K saying we're always 2 steps ahead. No one cares, Michelle, all right? So let's see here. So let's read Retro's community post, shall we? See the difference between me and you, Nikki? I don't lie and I have respect for my friends. You give us Canadians a bad name. At Space Monster 61 is right. You are jealous of me and Michelle and our close, tight friendship with Amy. You did this to yourself. Cam up, catfish. Well, Retro, you're saying you don't lie and you have respect for your friends. Now I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say this and that. All right. So you have a friend that has no respect for her friends. So she went and decided to go hate bond with one of her enemies, one of her good friend's enemies, and didn't give a shit how he might have felt about it. She thought about herself, and I don't really think she thought about it before she did it. All right? Now, let's just scroll up here. This is the this was Spacey's live, consult the oracle, challenge accepted, expose the liar snarly. Aw. So this is the live where Amy got a wrench. The Slimy. Ah, poor thing. She couldn't resist an anti Darling Nikki stream. She couldn't help but go over to talk shit. And guess what? She got rewarded for it with a wrench. So, who's the backstabber now, Slimy? Who's the backstabbing bitch now? So you'll throw anyone under the bus just to get back at someone. That's how I view it. So what are you going to do? You're going to throw Robbie under the bus just to get back at Darling Nikki? Is that how you're going to is that how you're going to do this? You're going to tell AJ, let's let bygones be bygones as long as we get Darling Nikki. Is that how you're gonna do this? So I hear Slimy is doing some more crap. So we're gonna yeah, everyone's going for Darling Nikki, and guess what, Violet? I think Slimy started it. First it was only Spacey that was doing it. Practically, you had your occasional troll. Now because Slimy didn't get her way, couldn't ban everyone that she wanted. She got mad that people from the Legion showed up to her lives and wanted them gone. Wah, 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 wah. You know. Oh, always, Jason. She's always doing it. She's always pulling something. Always pulling some bullshit, you know? She's always pulling something. So, is Katie still in the chat? Or Siren? Okay, Siren wanted to come up on and talk about something, so he wanted to respond, so just waiting on him. and then we'll have Katie up. She's still here, so Tiffany, I'm just gonna go to you real quick. My live wasn't canceled because of anything you did, Buttercup. Yeah, I saw myself tagged by what's her name, Missing Excellence, whatever the fuck her name is. I didn't even bother watching it, the live about me, because guess what? I'm not going to listen to lies you told. So hello, Siren.
Hi.
So you wanted to respond about the slimy thing?
Yeah. Y'all probably didn't think you were going to get story time with Siren here for a few minutes, but you are. Now, this story starts in like 2007, 2008 ish. So you're going to have to bear with me because my memory from then isn't the greatest. So if I leave stuff out and it later gets revealed that I left something out, it is what it is. So give me a break. And if someone points something out, you only got it because you went real life on me. So fuck you. So anyway,
Oh,
here
I'm
we
so
go.
surprised. I'm so surprised that she goes real life.
Anyway, right around um, right around that time, um, I took a job for a pharmacy um, that rhymes with ball fart. Uh, that was local to where I was living over in Western Kentucky, and the district manager over there, I had worked with him before at another pharmacy, and we did not get along. We had worked together at another pharmacy, and we had different philosophies on being a pharmacist. I wanted to work as hard as I could, and he enjoyed using the pharmacy as a source of a dating pool to cheat on his wife.
Oh,
So,
I
uh,
heard that story before.
yeah. So, and as you might imagine, we clashed. And so he left a couple of years before I did. And then um, later on, uh, I was looking to leave because, as I've related before, my life in 2007, 2008, my personal life was a shambles. And I freely admit it. Um, that was around the time that my wife she was in full disarray. She had made my personal life hell. Um, every time I was paid, even though I was making all kinds of money, but I was overdrawn on the day I was paid. Um, my house was a disaster. I could barely keep the kids in clean clothes. Uh, my life was just in complete dysfunction. And the one thing I had going for me was that there was a pharmacist shortage. So pharmacies were paying like signing bonuses of like $10,000, $20,000 for pharmacists to come do 2 years of work. So I took one to go work at Ballfart. But Mr. Cheater was in training to become a district manager there. And I said, that's fine, but I'll work for you, but don't put me under him. And they said, okay, we won't. So they hired me and promptly put me under him.
Ouch.
So I said, well, I'll just make the best of it because I've already taken the deal and I've already taken the money. So I worked a little over a year. I went through someone who had been one of my very good friends. Um, I was an assistant a manager at this pharmacy. I went someone who had been one of my good friends in the pharmacy, suddenly flipping on me and filing a false sexual harassment claim against me, which becomes important later because, as it turns out, even though they found I hadn't done anything, the very act of filing a claim means that you can't be transferred to a different store at Ballfart, which means I'm stuck at the one I'm at. That becomes important. So later on, there's a corporate shuffling at Ballfart, and district manager, who I don't get along with, loses his position and is demoted to under me. You can imagine how he enjoys that. And make the best of it again. Well, one of the least kept secrets in the world is that pharmacies make errors. It just happens. But when they make errors, there's a reporting process that all companies go through so that they find root causes and help minimize errors in the future. Well, Mr. Pharmacist I didn't get along with made an error. And so I discovered it and I reported it like I was supposed to do. And he cornered me a couple of days later and told me that if I ever did that again, he would be all over me. And so I reported that for him threatening me, because you can't do that. But you see, Mr. Former District Manager Pharmacist, who I don't like, he was still much more politically connected in the company than I was. I was just regular peon. So suddenly, sometime later, I was called into the office for loss prevention. The loss prevention person came in there, and I was suddenly accused of theft. And what had actually happened was, at the time that this was 2009 at this point, was, and in 2009, pharmacies in my state were still okay with when patients were not able to pay for a prescription immediately. They were okay with like advancing someone a couple of days of pills and then having them come pick up the rest when they were able to pay for it. That was a practice that originated like way back in like the 50s or 60s, when there were little small town like mom and pop store pharmacies that had like soda shops and things like that.
It still happens today.
Yeah. Well,
They did it to me a few times.
yeah. Oh, as it turns out,
Because my one prescription cost $60, and I didn't have the $60, so they gave me $20 worth what I had.
Well,
so.
well, yeah. I mean, well, they would at the time they would like just give you a couple of days and not charge you, and then when you came and picked up the rest, they would have you pay for all of it. So at a couple of points, I did that for myself, like I would for anyone else, because, as you remember, I was practically destitute and constantly overdrawn. And also, at different points, the pharmacy had in one section they had a section of like open box over the counter stuff that the pharmacy staff could take themselves.
Okay.
And I had used that. Like everyone else in the pharmacy had. And because of those two things, they accused me of stealing medications from the pharmacy. But we're not talking jaded old me right now who knows things, who knows things legally, and who is an old bastard. We're talking desperate me who's got no money to fight anything legally, uh, and who doesn't know what to do, who barely knows how his family's going to survive the next 2 weeks. And I broke down in front of the loss prevention person and I wanted to know what they wanted me to do. And they wanted me to write out a statement of everything I took. And so I just made up whatever. And then, so I wrote whatever it was. And then Ballfart has a program that they're supposed to let the employees go through if they have issues with substances or whatever. And if you go to them with a problem, they're supposed to automatically let you do that, no questions asked. So I asked for that because I knew if I did that, no matter what happened in this interview, that would save my job. And I asked for that right then. And so, loss prevention lady took my statement, went and got the current district manager. They walked in and they terminated me anyway. And unbeknownst to me at the time, when they terminated me, they got rid of that report that I made against the other pharmacist who was under me that I didn't like, and they gave him my job.
Oh, yeah.
But they weren't just satisfied with terminating me. They decided they wanted to end my career. So, a couple of weeks later, I got a call from that city's police department wanting me to come in for an interview. So I went and I did my interview with the police department. And I was in better spirits that day. I explained to them exactly what happened. And they let me leave. And I thought I was done. I never heard anything else. I found another job. 2 other jobs. I had to explain why I was terminated because everyone has to explain why they're terminated. But everything was fine until the Christmas of that year in 2009. I was going to my family's family reunion. And I was riding with my wife. And she was going through one town where we were. She was going through town too fast and got pulled over for a ticket.
Ooh, ouch.
And she was pulled over for a ticket. And suddenly, I was just hanging out. And suddenly, they're asking for my ID. And I'm just like, why are you asking for my ID? I gave them my ID, and there's a warrant out for my arrest. Walmart has pressed charges. They want me to come in. So I went in there. My family bailed me out. I went through all that. They pressed felony charges on me.
Damn.
Like I said, they were trying to end my career. Anyway, they did give me a public defender who was not worth her, she was next to worthless. Didn't know pharmacy law. I think barely knew regular law. And of course, I'm still scared shitless. I'm inconsolable. 2 breakdowns in front of the judge. I'm on my A game with my depression. But in order to save my career, I took a plea to a misdemeanor. And
Hey, Don K.
then my life went on. I dealt with that. After a little while, I found a new job. I moved to where I am now.
Hey, Silicone.
And life went on. And I'm convinced that through all that, God has put me in the place on earth where I was meant to be for the past 20 years? Something like that. No, 15 years. 15 years. Somewhere in there. Because I've met all sorts of people here. If I hadn't been here, I wouldn't have met any of you.
So, why don't you tell everyone why you're saying this?
The reason I have to tell you all of this is because someone decided to start going real life on me again.
Oh, what a
And
surprise.
decided, I bet you all don't even need more than one guess to find out, to realize who is going real life on me again.
Slimy.
And no. Slimy. Yeah. And has decided this time to try and dig into my criminal history. And has tried to dig into the expunged parts of my criminal history. And there's a reason shit is expunged. It means it no longer exists. The only thing on my criminal background check is traffic tickets. Means it no longer exists and no longer matters. I tell you what, all my employers know I've been having to tell them for 15 years about this. They all know. It doesn't matter. The only person it matters to is you and your warped sense of morals. And you just kikied with Space Monster for God knows how long. And you think you have any right to judge me? Fuck you. And you have no power over me anymore because I just told everyone what you thought you were going to reveal.
Guess what finger I'm holding up, Slimy? You are a disgusting piece of shit. I thought you couldn't get any lower than what you've been doing. You decide to be a backstabbing cunt and go over to Spacey's because you have a problem with Darling Nikki. So you don't care about your friend Robbie's feelings. Oh, so that's right. You only care about yourself, right?
Oh, and she might have gotten away with it, but she didn't figure that there are people here in this community. I'm not going to tell you who it was, but there are people in this community who like me better than they like you.
Isn't that the truth? Oh, and someone's in Retro's chat. Aw, with my clone account. I'm live right now crying about women with my boyfriend Siren. He has creepy eyes and I have yellow teeth. It's true love. Please. Do you think I'm crying? Do you think I'm triggered? Hey, Splash and Full. Oh, and Lonnie, we all know that you're over at Retros talking shit about us in chat. We don't really care. So go right ahead. Go right ahead. Maybe next time you can ask for proof. Next time someone says something, someone's doing this or someone's doing that, ask for a timestamp, honey. So you don't look like a fucking fool. Yeah, no third chances, Lonnie. You already got your second chance. You blew that. There's not going to be a third or a fourth chance. Do you think Sally's getting another chance? Fuck that shit. Now, I will admit, Sally Ann's being a dirty little cunt. But she didn't do all the things that you accused her of. Hey, Wyoming.
And we're going to talk about that for a minute. Amy thinks she knows that she can pull this shit because she knows I won't do it in return. No matter what she tells you about how I'm supposedly going on all these alts and following her around the community, she knows that's all bullshit. I've got one account. It's the one I'm on right now. I've got one account. One. She knows it's all bullshit.
I think she actually believes it. She gets this idea in her head and she has no proof of it. I remember the one time she was saying in my little chat I had, she was telling me this whole narrative about noodle mash. And I was like asking her, do you have any proof of this? Because I'm seeing proof to the contrary. You know about the Mrs. Portland incident, Siren? And he says, oh, no, Hooker has the proof. Oh, real credible, isn't it, Siren? Real credible. So she gets mad at me because I went and start bashing noodle mash based on someone's word for it. And then she has this conspiracy theory. She had this one conspiracy theory that AJ was Captain Kangaroo under a voice changer. I wouldn't air that because whatever she had wasn't good enough. I said, you want me to play that on my live stream and make me look like an idiot? I need more than that. It's like something small, Siren, that she has, and she blows it out of proportion. She has no proof. I think the only time Amy ever had real proof of something was when AJ did something. Because AJ used to go ballistic on her community wall. Everyone saw that. So I read that along with her, and yeah, Breezy. Siren doesn't have time for that bullshit.
Yeah, I'm like, I work like 50 hours a week. And I work. I'm not sitting at home with time for that bullshit. I do not have time for that shit.
And then she decides to go nuts on me because I ask a question or I say something to the wrong person. I'm saying, excuse me, or someone complains to her. Because the main issue was people were complaining to her, supposedly, right, Siren? So then she'd come in and start screaming at me. I said, don't you dare yell at me and start ordering me around. What I should and shouldn't do. So I said, if anyone has a problem, they can, you know where my email is. I don't know if it's where it's coming from. Because Amy sits there and she had a history from the beginning of befriending trolls. She plays both sides. Everyone. So she would have like a friend like, let me give you an example of this. So she'd have a friend like Jur. And then she'd be over at Jamie's. Two opposite ends. Where both of them hate each other. And then she yells at me because I have an opinion. Oh, don't go after her. She's my friend. She's me and Amber's friend. You know? Tell her that. Tell her that again, Missy K, you know?
Yeah, and this woman has made... I've lost count of how many live streams about me. Lost count of how many community posts about me. She's called me a harasser. She's called me a stalker. She's threatened to sue me. The last time I checked, if watching someone's live stream makes you a stalker, then YouTube is full of stalkers.
I used to have a banner, Siren. I used to have a banner that I used to put on my Facebook. I think I might have to put it back up as a joke. It said, "Hello, stalker."
And the only person who's done anything that qualifies as stalking is the person who's been digging into my criminal history. And don't try to deny it. I've got the screenshots.
And then she complains, that people make jokes about her scissoring. That's lame compared to what you do, Amy. Damn. Just because she's not getting her way. I was willing to fucking drop this, Slimy. I just had a disagreement with you and Nikki's chat. I had a fucking disagreement. I didn't like the way you were treating her. Neither did Jason. Neither did Sarah. I didn't like the way you treated Sarah. So I spoke out. What do? You go ballistic because you weren't getting your fucking way. So how do you react? Slimy? You slithering little snake. How do you react? Oh, the other day you say, oh, the Legion can have you. Can have Nikki. No return policy. So in order to be Amy's friend, this little slime ball, you gotta have her. You gotta do exactly what she says. Yeah, she called the police on me, Siren.
Yeah. You want to know why Amy doesn't like me? Well, the first time Amy decided that set all this in motion is when things went bad between Jamie and Amber. She was relaying everything to me, and I didn't react as wildly as she thought I ought to. And she accused me of not caring because it wasn't happening to me. And then the next time she got mad at me was when she left Jamie's mod chat and went over to the mod chat that was supposed to be Country Joe's mod chat and commandeered it for herself, but was still in Jamie's mod chat and was spying on everything that was being said there and relaying it to everyone that was in CJ's mod chat.
Okay, baby Jane, you're next. So we're gonna outdo both of you. So,
and then I let them know that was happening. And then the third thing that really made her mad was because I let Robbie know that she had gone real life and researched him and his new extended family.
Yeah, and the thing was with Amber is I knew from day one that Amber wasn't telling the truth. It wasn't Amy's business to tell everyone everything.
Yeah, the running theme here is that all of it is shit that's none of Amy's business that she stuck her nose in.
And then she tells everyone else to mind their business. Excuse me, When I started this damn channel, I told her exactly what it was going to be about, and she had no fucking problem with it. Oh, she only had a fucking problem with it when I had an opinion about Jur or someone that she was friends with.
Yeah, I know. I realize that Amy likes to style herself as a political mover and shaker in this community because she grew up in a family of politicians. But this community does not exist by her permission. Other people are allowed to do things without her leave.
We are allowed our opinions, if she likes it or not. This is fucking, because her behavior is fucking stupid. Hey, even darling Nikki disagrees with me sometimes, and vice versa. But we're not going at each other like cats and dogs. Because we're mature adults. Oh, we got another screenshot just got sent. So guess which one is this? Oh, I smell. Really? Sock account? Get a life. Hey, Katie.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Siren.
Hey. Hey, I'm wrapped up anyway, so I got to go to bed for work tomorrow, so I'll catch y'all later.
All right, Siren.
Okay, see everybody later. I'll be down in the chat listening until I fall asleep. Yeah.
So, hey, Katie.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. I'm sorry about yesterday.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right.
Okay. So,
I'm sorry what happened with darling Nikki. She explained why she wouldn't let you up on panel, but
yeah, it's okay. I mean, I really don't know her that well and stuff like that, but I don't think that she, likes me very much, so I just don't go to her channel anymore. So I don't know why, but I mean, she said that she hid the live stream and stuff like that because I don't know, she had Tiffany on the channel and I don't know what's going on with that.
she's banned here, so and my mods know if she comes in under an alt, she's bye-bye.
Oh yeah, Tiffany, yeah.
She's not welcome here.
No. I've known Tiffany for 9 years.
Wow.
9 years, and she's been the same exact person that you see right now. She's been that way for 9 years. And she's running around with people that she likes to hate bomb with people. She's going after me right now with the Piston Excellent person.
Oh yeah, I think she tried to threaten me in one of her lives, and I didn't even watch it.
Oh yeah, Piston Excellence. Yeah, she threatened darling Nikki too.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
Yep. Because she had me on her panel, and she did a community tab to darling Nikki, and she was going off on her because she had me on her panel, and she started threatening her as well. It's fucking weird. This person from the UK, her name is she's from Wales, and she's Tracy's. I guess Tracy's good new best friends with Tiffany.
I thought Kissing Excellence hated Tiffany at first, and then she flipped.
Well, she did. They're using each other because they don't like me. They don't like me because they try to intimidate me, and I won't. I just won't leave, basically. And you saw what I posted today about what Tiffany thought about Piston Excellence. So Piston Excellence lost her channel yesterday
Oh, she
because
did?
she's been going around using my rehab picture and
Oh,
and
damn,
saying
that's
she
slow.
owns my rehab picture, and she's going around body shaming me. And Tiffany does live streams with her every day, and you know they called CPS on me. They called the cops on me. They went after my family. They just Tiffany's still harassing my family at this point. You know, I mean, she actually admitted that she called my family, and she's been denying for the past 2 years she called my family, and she's been doing that off and on for 2 years, calling my family. So
Damn. These
yeah,
fucking real lifers, I swear.
she's a real life troll like that. She goes down after people's lives. You know, it's just horrible. Since I had my stroke a year ago, she goes around saying that I faked the stroke, and you know, making fun of the way I talk, making fun of the way she calls me stuttering, and you know what I mean. And of course, she calls me fat because let's be real. When I had my stroke, I was very overweight. And Tiffany got my rehab picture from this Piston X listen person. She was going around, you know, stalking me and found my rehab picture. And Tiffany's been going around just every day calling me fat, gross, and everything else. And I had weight loss surgery a year
Okay,
ago.
before we continue, rehab, define rehab for everyone.
Well, I was in rehab. It was like for my stroke. It was
Oh, okay, so it's not a drug
no. I was in rehab because I couldn't walk and I couldn't talk. And
Okay,
I did physical therapy and occupational therapy and speech therapy to get my speech and, you know, mobility back and everything else. And that was, you know, because when I had my stroke and I was in ICU, and you know, I couldn't even talk. I lost
yeah,
the
because
ability to
when people
talk.
hear rehab, they think of drugs. So I just wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like, you know, for it's a nursing rehab. I was dealing with you know, learning to walk and talk again, and learning to do things I couldn't do anymore because I lost the ability to talk, you know, and I didn't, I lost my right hand. My right hand is not okay, but it's getting there. And I'm still
Yeah,
doing occupational therapy for that. But sometimes my speech is a mess, you know. And Tiffany makes fun of me the fact that I lost my speech, and makes fun of, oh, you know, she goes on other panels and makes fun of the way I talk. And
that's not
she says
right.
that people with have strokes, they can't understand anything. They can't, you know, no. My mind was there. I just couldn't talk. You know, I had my mind. I just could not talk. I couldn't even walk. So since I had my stroke, I have seizures, and
Oh, I'm so sorry.
and Tiffany goes around making fun of me having seizures, and it's just, she says she doesn't give me, you know, anything. She says I'm stalking her, and no, the only reason I'm going off on her because she went off on me, and every day she's in my community going to different panels, just making my life hell, basically going after my family and my kid. She called me. She called CPS on me 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Hmm. And this Piston Excellence person said she called CPS on my friend Penny. I don't know if you met Penny, but she was going off on Penny. And I mean, and Jamie was like, he was there when Piston Excellence was talking about going and calling CPS on Penny. And Tiffany was on the panel and was agreeing, oh, that's great, let's do it, you know. And this is what Tiffany does. This is what she does. She's a fucking horrible person. She really is. I mean, I remember she stole from Jeff. She's been saying for years that Jeff is beating her up. I've never seen Jeff do anything wrong to her in all the 9 years I've known her. And we were best friends at one time. We were. And he was never anything but nice to her. And I remember she was cheating on Jeff with numerous people online.
Oh yeah, she did that with Jamie, so we all
Yeah.
know all about that.
Yeah, she did the same thing with she went she
Yes, like
had 7 boyfriends before Jamie, so she
yeah,
was having 7. Yeah.
one was Yaxley. I think he had
Forrest, Dr. Descent, Kenny KPZ, James D, Sebastian. Let me see. Yeah, she had a lot of boyfriends. I know she's robbed Jeff of $100,000.
wow.
She was living with Jeff, and she said Jeff was beating her, so she was wanting to be with his boyfriend Kenny that lived in Washington State. So she wanted to get money so she can fly to this guy in Washington State. So she robbed Jeff of $100,000, and Jeff caught her. Basically, she went to a hotel. He tracked her down. He didn't get all of it back, but I know that. Okay, she left with $30,000. He got everything
Ooh.
back but $30,000. And she was living in a garage at that point and stuff like that. It was just so weird. And she hooked up with James D and was doing meth in a hotel room with her kid in the next room doing meth with him. I mean, Tiffany's had a meth problem for several years. Since I've known her, she's had a meth problem.
Okay, so that's nothing new.
No, it's not. No, no. She's been in and out of rehab all of her life. She has a drug problem. And you heard her boyfriend say she has a problem. It's sad because she has
Okay,
kids in the house.
so Katie, we have a question for you.
Yeah, sure.
So Bethany asks, "Are you sure Jeff isn't in on all this, the grift?"
Well, I think I think he's a real life cuckold. I think he knows what she does. And I think he's okay with that. I don't think I don't think he likes it, but I think he knows what she does. And I think he's in love with her, and he'll deal with everything she does.
Because we've seen it on video,
Mm-hmm.
her going real life on going to someone's house, and Jeff was in the car driving.
Yeah, because I mean Jeff has numerous accounts online. She's been saying for a couple months to Penny and other people that Jeff has been around and he's trolling everybody. He has numerous accounts. People think it's Tiffany, but it's actually Jeff. So people that Tiffany doesn't like, Jeff is trolling as well.
Yeah, because she's taken some people in my chat for money with her abuse scam.
Yeah, she did that. I remember Jamie did a GoFundMe, or basically he did a live stream, and people donated her about because it was $1,000 from Jamie's community, because she said she was being kicked out, but she
Well,
didn't
it wasn't
do it.
just being kicked out. It was she cried, "I want to leave Jeff. He's abusing me." So people behind the scenes were sending her money, leave this abusive SOB, and she never left.
No, she just pocketed the money for the meth.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's been doing this for years. She was saying a couple years ago, before you guys met her, she said she had cancer 3 times. She said she had lymphoma, and she said she was dying, that she was getting radiation therapy and chemotherapy, and she was being monitored and everything else. That was a lie. She never had cancer. And Jeff confirmed that Tiffany never had cancer. Jeff can confirm that Tiffany never had cancer. And she was going around telling Yaxley that she had bone cancer and breast cancer, and she was dying.
Aww.
She had a certain amount of months to live. Basically, she was going to hospice and stuff. It's just weird.
But she's still on the internet.
Yeah, she was still on the internet every day. Every day. Yeah.
It's like she's addicted to this,
Well, Well, yeah, and she was talking about, like, I mean, I have a special needs kid, and he's like nonverbal, and being online is like I don't really get out much because I have to deal with my kid is spirit. You know what I mean? I have
Plus, you have
an
your own
unfortunate
medical
child.
issues.
Yeah, yeah. And she was like, she was saying, I was always online, go outside. She was saying that in her community post today. She's been raging on her community tab because she's blaming me for her friend Piston Excellence losing her channel. But that's what happens when you file false copyrights and use YouTube. You lose your channel. And I told her that I was working with lawyers to get my rehab picture back because they took my rehab picture and they copyrighted it. Tiffany and Tracy and this Glenn guy were going around using my rehab picture, and just because they wanted to, make fun of me being in a wheelchair. My rehab picture shows me in a wheelchair. When I couldn't even talk, I couldn't even walk, I was in a wheelchair. They took that picture of me when I first came to rehab. And Tiffany uses that and when she does live streams with Tracy, she uses my rehab picture, and every day she goes, "Oh, you're fat, you're gross, you're disgusting, you should kill yourself." She says this all
Yeah,
the time.
that's why we
Yeah,
call her an unaliving troll.
she is. She's a suicide troll. Yeah, she is. She goes around saying I'm stalking her and going after her family. I've never gone after anybody's family. You see Tiffany and this Piston Essence person's going after my family, and they lied about it. They both lied to my face. They terrified my mother. They were calling her so much that she was terrified. My brother had to change his phone number and stuff because Tiffany kept calling him and calling him and calling him and calling him because she couldn't beat me on the internet, so she was going after people that I loved. She wanted to go after everybody I loved, and
And,
that's
and then, and then I'm gonna make this point. That then she cries that people go real life on her.
oh yeah, yeah, and she gets mad when people use this. Tiffany passed around her porn herself. I was there in 2016. She was passing her porn around herself.
Oh,
She was doing trolling videos in the bathtub. It was called Tiffany Trolls in the Bathtub. And she was doing, I have numerous videos where she was doing troll videos in the bathtub with a bird on her head. I'm not kidding you. She was
Oh,
naked in the bathtub doing troll videos. Yeah. So she
yeah.
says she doesn't want people to judge her, but she was doing that. She was doing that, trolling in the tub with Tiffany. Yeah.
Damn.
Disgusting.
She
Yeah.
has no boundaries.
No, she's never had that. She was okay.
Hey,
She
99.
she she says that talks about the flashlight thing. I'm telling you what, that flashlight thing is real. I've seen it. I have it. It's disgusting.
So just give us a brief visual aid without even showing it. Was it an actual flashlight or was it a dildo? That
It looked it okay. It turned out it looks like a flashlight, but I think it's a dildo. But yeah, it was like a flashlight. It looked like a flashlight. It it was shaped. I don't know. It was, you could turn it on. It's really weird. I don't know where she got it, but she was sticking it up her ass basically.
oh,
And she was like, yeah, she disgusting. And she was doing things with Yaxley where she had a dildo attached to her wall and she was doing anal with her dildos attached to the wall.
so so
And
so, so,
Yaxley
so,
did private screenings of her porn, and he passed around her porn to her Forrest, everybody else. Yeah,
so
he
here's
was.
a rumor going around. All right.
Yeah,
So I was wondering if you knew anything about this. All right. So there's a rumor that there were tapes of Yaxley and her doing it. Is that actually true?
They never even met. Tiffany and Jackson never even met.
Okay.
They just masturbated online. They never even met
Okay.
ever. I mean, Jackson got really fixated and was chasing her around for 3 years because he's a really weird guy, you know. So no, and they never met. No.
Okay. Let's just debunk that right here and right now. You know. You're muted.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, let's just debunk that right here, right now. You know.
Yeah, I mean this Yaxley character he's abusing Amber right now, you know, and Tracy's threatening Amber, and Tiffany's going after Amber because she's very threatened for the fact that, you know, Jamie had a previous relationship with Amber, and she's been going after Amber for. She has her. Have you seen Worthless Entertainment around? That's Tiffany's ex-boyfriend that she put revenge porn up against. His name is Dr. Descent. I guess he goes by Worthless Entertainment now. He's been going around trolling Angela and you know, and Amber for Tiffany right now. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So have you seen that account around? That guy is trolling people on Tiffany's behalf.
Okay. Can you put that in the private chat so I tell my mods to keep an eye out? Yeah, we don't want people around here like that.
Well, people from my community like that, you know, where I came from, it's different. Like, yeah,
Oh,
people in my community go really, really real life, you know,
Hey,
and those people don't mean anything good for Amber or Angela. That's what I'm saying.
hey, let me interrupt for just a minute, and then I'll leave again. Apparently, Amy didn't get the memo because she's over there claiming that I was saying that her husband beats her on this panel.
What?
And we obviously know that isn't true because I actually like her husband. He's a good guy. And in fact, I was the only one other than Nikki actually defending her husband when that rumor was brought forward in Nikki's stream. So she can fuck right the fuck off. Because
Damn.
I would never say that about her husband.
I even defended her husband.
She is being ridiculous because I just wiped out what she was going to do in exposing me. So she's trying to bring up some more bullshit. So, fuck right off. Okay, carry on.
Okay, let's continue.
Hey, Dan. Hey, Danny. What are you
We
doing?
got several things going on tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we got several things going on. We got a bunch of crazies, you know.
Yeah.
What a community we got, right?
I like your community though. People are nice, but most people I've met are just really nice. I'm not coming here to try to start trouble with anybody.
Oh no! Oh no!
I mean, I just want you to know. I know that people that follow Tiffany think that I'm a horrible person. They don't even know me. But the thing is like I'm not here to cause anybody problem. I just want everybody to know what Tiffany's all about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't want anybody to go through what I've gone through and my family's gone through. I mean, my mom has an attorney right now, and because Tiffany went live a couple days ago and said she called my family. I mean, we knew she was calling my family, but my mom is still being called. And we know for a fact it's Tiffany, and that's Piss and Excellence person. They're still calling my family. And my mom is a retired school teacher, you know, and she's, you know, elderly, and they're threatening her. they're threatening. I mean, and Tiffany's like in the chat says, well, I called her mom and I called her sister. She's been trying to, go after my sister for years, but it's just, yeah. So I have no choice. I talked to the county attorney today, and I'm going to take a restraining order out on Tiffany right now. I just
Great
want her to leave me
news.
alone. She'll never leave me alone. She'll never, every day she does live streams. I just want her to leave me alone, but she won't leave me alone. So I have no choice but to take her to court. She's going to have to come here to Kentucky. That's what she's going to do
Yeah.
because I'm going to have her served.
Well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. She refuses to stop. She refuses to take the warning.
She will not stop. She will never, ever, ever, ever stop. Never. She plays the victim all the time. Oh, I'm a victim. Oh, Katie's coming after me. But she doesn't understand that people in this community don't know what she does in my community. Every day she's doing live streams with this Tracy person, threatening me, threatening my family, and going after me with this Glenn guy. They're calling my family. No, I'm done. I am done. I've asked her repeatedly to stop, and she will not stop. She won't.
Yeah, she hasn't stopped for 10 years. What makes you think she's going to stop anytime soon?
No, she's not. She's not going to. The only way she's going to stop is to take her to court, and they're going to court her to not. She's not supposed to be on YouTube anyway. She lost her channel. I don't know why she's here, but she's there every day to make other people's life hell. She's not supposed to be on this platform. She's not. She lost.
How many channels has she lost?
She's lost 5 channels.
Wow.
And I'm the one that got her. I was the one that flagged her 5 channels down. Yeah. Because she was going after me, and that's why she was threatening me on all channels and stuff like that. So I had her channels. She had a Modded House channel at that time, and she lost her Tiff Nene account because I talked to YouTube Legal and stuff like that, and she had all kinds of stuff posted. So they took her channels. And this is after she took Jamie's and Amber's channel down. So, but I just wanted her to stop. I asked her repeatedly to stop, and she would not stop.
Yeah, because anyone that listens to Tiffany at this point isn't very smart.
No.
There are dumb people born every day. That's a sad thing.
Yeah.
And can a mod take out that person in chat? Thank you. Continue.
Oh yeah, I was sorry. I was probably I didn't even see what they wrote. I'm not following the chat, but
Yeah.
if anybody have any questions and stuff like that, I just don't want to say anything.
It's not
I don't
about
wanna...
you. It's about Siren.
Oh yeah. I don't even know there's other people that in her chat. I really like this PB and J person. I've been really nice to this person for a long time, and I guess this PB and J person is saying I'm a stalker and everything else, and following around Tiffany and saying I'm a stalker. I don't even know. I mean, I was always nice to her. I don't go around trying to cause problems for anybody.
Oh yeah, she's a very big disappointment.
Yeah,
I'll just say that because she's the one who left because of Tiffany, and now she's licking her asshole.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't take anything seriously that she says.
Yeah. I mean, I had a friend. I had a really good friend on YouTube. He died in 2011. He committed suicide, and we were good friends and everything else. And I know Tiffany has never met him. He died 2 years before. 5 years before she came on YouTube. And she uses my friend's death, his suicide, and use it to control me. And Piston Excellence is doing that. Piston Excellence knew this in Chain 13A. And she was the one that went around trolling him to death, basically. And Tiffany's going around using my friend that she didn't even know, she never met, she never, she's using his death, saying that I killed him or something like that. And that guy
Damn.
was my friend. He is my actual friend. We talked every day. And he took his life because he was not doing okay. And every day he was getting crap from this Piston Excellence person. And he has his channel up to this day. And every video he has is talking about Piston Excellence. Tracy. She's talking about Tracy. So, and it's weird because they did a live stream a couple of days ago before Tracy lost her channel. And they were talking about Chen. And they were talking, it's just crazy. I mean, yeah, I know that you guys are probably going to hear about that because this is what Tiffany does. And this is what this Piston Excellence does. They've been using my friend's death. And he's been dead for, since 2011. And so, like I said, Tiffany never even knew him. Never had a conversation with him or anything. But she uses his death, as trolling fodder, She's running around with, just be aware that she's running around this guy from Canada named Glenn. I call him Glenda, basically. Tiffany's involved with this gang that's called the TT6 gang. And it's a trolling gang. They go around trolling people. So Tiffany's part of a trolling team called TT6. And every time she gets mad at somebody, this person gets targeted by this TT6 gang. And that's this Glenn guy. And they were going after Amber and using Amber's mugshots. They were sharing private messages between Crafton and Tiffany. They were using Robbie's private messages and everything else. Yeah, that's what they were doing. Tiffany has all these people that you don't even know trolling on her behalf.
So what's the history of Piston Excellence?
Okay, she came from the UK, I guess. I met her in 2010. She was saying that she was using the name Paige. That's her daughter's name. She was using the name Paige. She was pretending to be her 15-year-old daughter. Her daughter was she was 15. She was using her pictures for her. She was saying she was 18 years old. And she said she had, her voice was like that because she was in a fire. She said, I was in a fire. My vocal cords were singed. And she had people convinced that she was 18 years old, that she was using her 15-year-old daughter's pictures. And she was getting dick shots from people online. And she entered into a relationship with a guy named Peter Dugo that lived in Florida. And they were going to get married and stuff like that. And he thought he was in a relationship with this young girl. She was using her daughter's images. So I know that Chang found out that she was actually her daughter. She was pretending to be her daughter. And that's why he didn't want anything to do with her. That's why he cut her off. And she got mad because Chang didn't want anything to do with her. So she managed to troll him basically to death, basically.
Oh.
But yeah, she got online pretending to be her daughter.
What a sick bitch.
She's a fucking sicko. Yeah, she's a fucking sicko. She's been in jail for robbing her own brother. She was babysitting her sister-in-law's kids and her brother's kids, and they refinanced their house. And when they were out going to dinner and stuff like that, Tracy went in and robbed their safe, and that had their money in it. And it was the safe was found in her backyard underneath a mattress, and the cops caught her, and she was charged with that. That's why she can't travel to the United States, because she has I can't even say the word, burglary, and she has drug charges and everything else. She's a fucking trash bag. She is horrible fucking person.
Damn.
Horrible.
No
I mean,
wonder she tried to.
listen to the way she talks. Because she uses a British accent, people think she's, no, she's trash. Listen to her, she's fucking trash.
No wonder
Whenever
she
I
tried
had
to
my
do a
stroke,
live on me.
when I had my stroke, she pretended to be compassionate and stuff like that. No. She was like, oh, she had my back and everything else, and I thought we were going to end the beef with us and everything else. We had his truth, basically. And Tracy was pretending to have compassion for me, and I never did anything to her at all. And Tiffany was working with this Glenn guy, and they were back in the scenes. And so Penny was friends with Tiffany at that point. And Tiffany was saying we're going to have to get Tracy and Katie fighting again. So they has to scheme that they were going to they wanted to Tracy to think that I was working with Glenn behind her back, and I wasn't. They used my they used my voice using chat AI to make me say things I'd never said, basically. And they were laughing about that. I posted all of that proof, because when Tiffany and Penny fell out, Penny gave me access to the TT6 and TT4 chats, and Tiffany and Glenn were in on it, trying to turn Tracy on me, and it worked. So now Tracy and Tiffany and this Glenn guy are working together, and they're hate bonding with each other, and they want to go after me nonstop, basically. And I'm my friend Penny. It's crazy. Can't even make this stuff up.
This Tracy has no room to talk.
Nope. No, she doesn't. But, she's 60 years old. She has grandchildren. Her kids are grown and everything else. And this is what she does with her life, basically. I know she was running around with Yaxley. I know her and Yaxley met up. And, okay, with Yaxley, Tracy says that Yaxley roofied her when they met. And he gave her coffee or something that had drugs in it, basically.
Oh.
She doesn't remember hooking up with Yaxley, but woke up the next day in a hotel room bed with Yaxley. So she was saying this to me and Trollop Rules, and Trollop Rules posted the entire, Google chats, because Tracy's denying that she ever had that conversation. She had that conversation. She had it with me, and she had it with Trollop Rules. Now she's saying she had consensual sex with Yaxley, and it's
shit.
just, yeah. And Tiffany Tiffany a year ago saying she was in rehab, or she was like she was in therapy. She was in therapy because Yaxley was making her life a hell. He showed her porn everywhere, and she said she was in therapy for that. And now she's best friends with Yaxley, does live streams with Yaxley every day, defends Yaxley, and has a wrench in his room. Yeah, that's what Tiffany is. She says that she wants to know about people having her porn and stuff like that. She doesn't care that Yaxley had her porn and shared it with everybody. But she wants to go off on Amber and everybody else, but she doesn't care that Yaxley shared her porn with everybody. Everybody. And she's best friends with him. She defends him every day. It's just weird. It's fucking weird.
It's just bizarre how these people act.
Yeah. I wanted to, when I had my stroke and came back, I wanted to leave YouTube. I just wanted to make amends for Tracy, because I wanted to just be done with all of this and stuff like that. And I went on her panel in 2016, August of 2023, and she started saying that Tiffany was the one that called my family, and she didn't say that she called my family. She said it was all Tiffany. So I was going off on Tiffany because I thought it was actually Tiffany, not Tracy. And it came out. I mean, this past 3 months has been horrible because the past 3 months everything has come out what happened, and I feel like a fool because I'm a nice person, and I mean, I'm not saying I'm an angel. I'm not an angel, but I'm just saying
Nobody's an angel.
I didn't want to go. I mean, I wanted to come back and make amends with Tracy and be done with you two. But Tiffany went on out of her way saying I faked a stroke, was making fun of me for having a stroke, and I'm not supposed to defend myself. I guess she was doing live streams with her ex-boyfriend James D, and she was making fun of saying I was doing horse tranquilizers and elephant tranquilizers, and just saying I was faking it. So if it's real, it's fake. If it's real, I'm going to say it's fake anyway. And this is why I was hanging around. I did my medical records like 3 times. I've posted my medical records, and every time she was saying, "Oh, it's fake, it's fake." She said she apologized to me 3 times. No, when she apologized to me the first time, kind of, it was like not instant. She was like being sarcastic when she said she was sorry. It wasn't a sincere apology. She was like, "Oh, I'm just so sorry, Katie," like that. It was not a sincere apology. She said she apologized to me 3 times. She never apologized. It was not a sincere apology. If she would apologize to me for that, and I would be okay with that. But she'll never do that. She'll never do that. She'll never leave my family alone. And I mean, I know for a fact. I mean, my mom, and I know I have a lawyer because I'm in a lawsuit right now with my kid right now, like not custody or anything. It was like I'm in a federal lawsuit against somebody right now on behalf of my kid, and and I have a lawyer to deal with other things, and Tiffany's one of the things that I want to deal with. I want her to leave me alone, and my mom and dad want her to leave them alone. My sister wants her to leave them alone.
But she
Uh,
never leaves anybody alone.
my sister doesn't even know her. My brothers don't even know her. My mom and dad don't even know her. But Tiffany says that I was living with my parents. I have not lived with my parents in years. She was saying I was living in a shed, my parents' backyard. She was saying I was dating a midget, and it's just fucking weird shit,
She never gets anything right.
No, she was saying I was living with my family. She was going after my family because she thought I lived with my family. I did not live with my family. I don't have a caretaker, Tiffany, like you do with Jeff. I live on my own. Yeah.
How many
That's
times?
why she said that
How
she was
many
going
times
after my
has
family
Tiffany's
because she
dog
thought I
died
lived with her.
already?
Huh?
How many times has Tiffany's dog died already?
Oh, the other one, yeah. She said, I remember it died, and now yeah, that was like her dog died about 3 times since I've known her. She forgets what she says, and like
Recycles that each and every
yeah,
time.
for attention and donations, basically. She loves to grift people. I mean, I know she said she had cancer and she was getting donations for having cancer, and it was
Oh,
disgusting. She was disgusting doing that.
and then she came up with the school supplies grift.
Yeah, she was saying that she wanted money for her kids' school supplies, and I know that James D gave her at least a couple $100 for her son's school clothes and stuff like that. Jeff provides her with everything. She doesn't have to pay anything. He pays for her car, her phone, for her head. She has money. She doesn't have anything to worry about. I mean, Jeff would do anything in the world for her. I don't think Jeff is a bad guy. I really don't. And he's not gay. I mean, just
Yeah,
saying, Jeff is not gay. He's not.
yeah. I think Jamie kind of proved it with the photo with nothing in the closet.
Yeah. I remember that was back in 2018. She was going around saying that she filmed Jeff having sex with a guy. I never could see that guy. But she was such in psychosis at that point. I said, "Oh, I see. I never saw it." But I was so worried about her that time because that was when she was my best friend. I was like, look, okay, I know she was in a bad way, and I know that Tiffany has problems with meth. She's had problems with meth for years, and she told me that she started off doing the meth when she was doing Adderall, and she got
Oh,
involved with meth because she was snorting the Adderall, and they cut her off the Adderall, and now she had to do the meth because it was just like she was addicted, basically.
ah,
She did that because she didn't want to gain weight. She was so worried about gaining weight and stuff like that that she does the meth because it curves her appetite and gives her energy and stuff. That's what she told me. And I told her that she needs to get off it, and she's trying to get off of it. She always says she's trying to get off of it, but she never gets off of it. Never.
oh,
She acts like that. She acts like we never even knew each other. Tiffany, we knew each other. We talked every fucking day. We stopped talking in 2023, Tiffany. You know? I mean, she tells people on her channel she doesn't even know me. She doesn't give me oxygen. I'm a horrible person. Okay. She's known me for 9 years, and all of a sudden I'm a terrible person. It's just weird.
but she isn't that smart.
No, she is not. She's not. No, I mean, I don't know. Um, I I know she hasn't worked in a couple years. I mean, the last time she worked was probably when her youngest was a baby. She's not worked ever since. Before that, she was a nanny. She was working as a nanny. I know that she was in a relationship with her youngest child's her youngest child's father, and he went to
Damn.
jail because he beat her up. I mean, he did. He beat her up really bad. But he was getting arrested for beating her up, and she was moving him back in the house. And CPS took her kids away because she was moving this abuser back in her house. And it took her a couple months to get her kids back. And the second time she
Yeah.
lost her kids because she was not sending them to school. She was online every day and just drama every day. She was not getting up to take them to school. And she told me when she got to the school, the police were there and the prosecutor was there because she was not sending her oldest and youngest to school. And I know her oldest son was failing in school, so she sent her oldest son to live with his dad before he was 16 years old. He was 15 years old, and she called her oldest kid's dad and told him to come and get him. So she put him on a plane, and he was in Hawaii. So, it's really bad. She was saying that, okay, I want to talk about this too. She was saying I called her a predator. Okay. Tiffany told me and my couple other people that she was living in Yorba Linda at that time. She was living in her grandfather's condo at the point. And I mean, this condo was so squalid that her grandfather kicked her out basically because she was not taking care of the place. And it was just, she did $100,000 worth of damage to it and everything else. Anyway, she was up all night doing meth and doing all kinds of stuff. And anyway, she was going around saying that she had a next door neighbor. He was a teenager who was friends with her oldest son. And this kid always came by and watched her youngest son for her. And one day she came home and her garage was vandalized. This kid wrote whore and slut and everything else in her car, in her garage. And I asked her, you know, why did he do that? And she says, well, you know, Joey was I'm sorry, she's not said the name. Her oldest son said that his friend was saying that he had sex with her mom, his mom, basically. And I guess she went and talked to the parents, and the parent says that if she calls the police, they're going to report the fact that she had an indecent relationship with their son.
Damn.
So yeah, and that's why her oldest son ran away from home all the time. That's why, you know, he had to live with his dad because he was running away all the time. And she said she didn't really want to talk about it, but this, you know, this family was saying that they were going to call the police on her for having an indecent relationship with their son, and he was, I think it was 16 or 17 years old at the time. You know, so this kid went in her garage and saying slut and whore and everything else, and I know for a fact that her oldest son accused her of that. And her oldest son was upset because he was seeing her porn all over the internet because Tiffany was uploading her porn everywhere. I don't know what, but she was doing that and she thought it was okay. She didn't care. Now she thinks it's a problem, but in 2016, she was okay with that. For years, her porn was on Pornhub until 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, she doesn't tell everybody the actual story. She doesn't. I remember she did a lot of revenge porn against other people. Dr. Sent this guy, her worthless entertainment guy. She posted his pornography everywhere. She posted Yaxley's dick everywhere. She was going off on this Jenny girl person. She was going off on this Pona person. She accuses me of being. She went off on this UK woman that she found pictures of, and she's using a banana as a sex toy, basically. And she's going around saying that I'm that person, and I'm like, no, that's not true, Tiffany. Prove it. Just prove it. If you want to do that, just prove it. It's not me. So she's going around saying all kinds of stuff. Tiffany's disgusting. She's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, she's one of the most disgusting on here. Anyway, who's that survivor girl that she used to go after?
Okay, Survivor Girl has cancer. She actually had, I guess it was breast cancer, and Tiffany did a GoFundMe for her. I mean, I guess her daughter or whatever. I mean, I guess it was actually started by her daughter, but Tiffany took it over, I guess. She was going online accusing her of faking having cancer, but then they became friends. And they fell out because I don't know why they fell out, but it was just, I know for a fact that Survivor Girl wants nothing to do with Tiffany because I guess she said she's okay. Tiffany's very racist, very, very extremely racist. She doesn't like Jews. She doesn't. So she was going after Survivor Girl for being Jewish, and
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah. I mean, Tiffany's been. I'm just saying she's been. This Yaxley guy says he's a quote unquote Nazi, So he goes around saying he's going after Jews online. This is why Tiffany was attracted to Yaxley, because they have the same mindset. They don't like people with different colors of skins, and they don't like people that are Jewish. So
So
she really,
I have a question for you. So why would, if Jamie was an open Jew, why would Tiffany go date him?
because I think what she used Jamie. I mean, she was in a relationship with Jeff anyway. She was using Jamie to get popular on this community, get the subs she has. I think she wanted to be monetized, and she used Jamie to get it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think she used Jamie to get that because she wanted that so bad. Because she was with Jeff. I mean, you heard Jamie talking to Jeff. He had no idea that Tiffany was with Jamie. Nothing. He had no clue. Just like he didn't know that Tiffany was up in his bedroom um, masturbating with Yaxley. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Yaxley sent Jeff all of the thumbnails and all the videos that Tiffany sent him. I guess he went through and saw what Tiffany was doing behind his back, and I guess he sent her like, gosh, is it? It's over 50 videos Tiffany sent him, basically over 50 videos over. Oh gosh, the whole entire time they were together. They never even met. I mean, Yaxley wanted to go to California to meet Tiffany, but they never even met. So it was just a um,
Yeah,
chat masturbation
I
stuff.
think
That's it.
Tiffany uses a lot of people.
Yeah, she does. She told Yaxley she was going to move to the UK and be with him and have her kid. She had her kid get on the phone with him and basically call him daddy. And, yeah. And I guess Yaxley thought that they were going to be together, and that's why he was upset, because he thought they were going to be together, and they weren't. And she uses her kid that way with either, every get she every it's so disgusting. Her kid should never have to know people that she met online. She left her kid in a hotel room for a week with James D, an ex-convict that she did meth with when he was in the fucking room. She was having this guy that she didn't even know keep her kid for a week in a hotel room. Disgusting.
So what's the story about this Daniel Marion Mitchell creep?
Okay, Daniel Mary Mitchell and Tiffany Moser. Oh my gosh, the 222 setup of Monograph. Okay, he wrote a book called Two is Too Young to Die. It was a necro-pedophile novel. And Tiffany was involved with that, and she knew Daniel Mary Mitchell before. And they were framing Monograph to be this J.B. Smeary person and saying that he killed John Benet Ramsey. And Tiffany had a blog at the time with Worthless Entertainment, aka Dr. Descent. They had a blog, and it was about Monograph saying that he killed John Benet Ramsey. And it was in Tiffany's name, basically. Tiffany was making blog entries accusing Monograph of killing John Benet Ramsey and being a necro pedophile, and it was not true. She was calling him a pedophile. She was on the dark web posting all this stuff about Monograph. We never even knew her. This happened in 2014, 2015, and nobody even knew Tiffany. Nobody even heard of her. Nobody's seen her, but she was going after Monograph for no reason with Daniel Mary Mitchell. and this guy named Tom Brattle, that guy as well. And yeah, she was framing people for being pedophiles, basically. She was framing people for being pedophiles. And Daniel Mary Mitchell and her had a relationship. He's did several videos about Tiffany, her kid, basically. And it's sad because I called the police on that because, I mean, he was threatening Tiffany's son, you know? And Tiffany just doesn't do anything about that. She could get a restraining order against him right now for going after her kid, but she never does that. Because I know for a fact because Daniel said that he has proof that Tiffany wrote half those books, basically. Tiffany said to wrote to with Daniel Mary Mitchell as well. This video, this book about Christy Simmer, I guess, and about raping and killing her, basically. And I guess Tiffany was involved with that as well. This is when she was involved with I can't say this right now, but SH. I'm gonna say SH because I don't want your channel to get flagged or whatever. She was involved with this SH hoax or whatever. She was going around saying that the kids didn't die or whatever.
Right.
And she was on the other team basically. And
Oh yeah,
this person LP, this person LP, I'm gonna say that he was the one that doxed Tiffany and was threatening to sue Tiffany. And since then, Tiffany changed sides and she was going after. She joined the Honor Network and everything else. And I have other things that can show you that she's definitely involved with that. She's lying about that. She was definitely involved with that.
Oh yeah, she used that to take some channels down.
Yeah. She actually had her older channel had she had permissions to flag it down and Jamie's channel was removed. So she contacted him and said that Jamie was posting her porn and Amber was posting her porn. And I mean, he didn't know. He's known her for years, so he didn't question her. He didn't question her at all. She says they were going after her and her family and going just posting her porn everywhere. I'm sorry, but Amber and Jamie never posted her porn. They didn't. So she used that, and he just went and got their channels removed because of Tiffany's word. She said that they were posting her porn everywhere. Never happened. Never happened. I know the person from the Honor Network talked to Jamie at the time and told him exactly what happened. And I know he talks to her to this day, but yeah. It was all because Tiffany was making up lies about Jamie and making up lies about Amber. She has it out for Amber. She has it out for Amber. She really, really wants to destroy Amber. She wants to hurt Amber. She's a horrible person. She's really, really jealous of Amber. Very jealous of Amber. I think she's jealous of Sarah as well. I think she's really jealous of Sarah. Look at the chat right now.
Okay, I just wanted to go see what that was about.
Oh yeah, Daniel Mary Mitchell, the McDonald's thing. Okay, my best friend, Agent 19, did a video about Daniel and Tiffany, and he said he went to McDonald's. He wasn't. He took another video online and of people filming their kids, and Tiffany knew that he was not in a McDonald's taking videos. She was in on it. She knew exactly what the video was, where she found it, basically. And I guess he filmed it with his camera, saying that he was this trolley rule person and he was going to rape and kill little kids. He was trying to lure these other kids to be with him. It's disgusting. And he had a goat on his farm that he butchered, and he had their guts basically on the ground. And he was saying that was the guts of a young kid. And Tiffany thought that that guy was talented because he was a talented writer, she says. And she thought that was okay. He was filming parts of animals on the ground and saying that was a small kid. I have countless videos that I'm going to upload where Daniel Mary Mitchell has conversations with Tiffany, and he was talking about kidnapping a kid and and torturing this kid.
Damn.
I have it on my other channel, and I will put it up live. But he was saying that, Tiffany, I met this kid, and I kidnapped this kid, and I was torturing this kid, and Tiffany never called the police, nothing. Just went back and forth with him like nothing ever happened. It was just weird. It's fucking weird. Her dynamic with Daniel Mary Mitchell is very weird. I know that Daniel Mary Mitchell is going after my autistic son. He's 11 years old. He's because Tiffany doesn't like me, and he doesn't. I mean, he's good with Tiffany, so he's going after my autistic son, who's 11 years old, and saying that he wants to have sex with my son. It's disgusting. Yeah, and then Tiffany's okay with that. She's okay with that. No, she doesn't think there's anything wrong with that. I know that Kiss and Excellence wanted to interview Daniel Mary Mitchell on her channel.
Fuck that.
She wanted to interview Daniel Mary Mitchell on her channel because she wanted to talk about, I guess he wants to do things with my kid and Tiffany's kid, I guess she wanted to interview him. I mean, I'm saying this Tracy person is very fucking weird as well. I would never have that person on my channel anyway. I'm just saying, I don't care what he has to say. This guy's doing videos talking about doing horrible things to kids.
So if it was up to me, I'd call the police.
I did. I have countless emails that I have with the Michigan State Police. Whenever I wasn't even friends with Tiffany at that point, but when this guy was going after her kid, I reported him to the police because, I mean, she has a really nice kid. I mean, Tiffany has a really, really nice kid. I've known her for a long time, and she's a really good mother with her kid. She is. What I've seen, basically, her kid's really sweet. And it just makes me sad that the guy's going after a kid like that and going after my kid like that. So I definitely called the police and reported him. I don't know what they did to him, or I don't know, I know they went and paid him a visit. I know he deleted all of his channels at that point, but I've not seen him for a couple months, thank God. But knowing Tracy and Tiffany, they'll get in touch with him and he'll be back doing videos about my kid now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I know that Tracy and Tiffany know him really well. So
yeah, but they make all these accusations. Oh, this one's a danger or whatever. If someone like that is truly a danger, why don't they call the police?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And let them investigate it. But it's like, oh, we need an RO on this person when they have just an opinion. Bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, back in the day, Tiffany had she had a relationship with Sebastian as well, and it was over. I guess she had sex with him over a half a pizza. I guess. I know that James D said he gave her $40,000 and bought her a car, and I guess he bought her Teddy as well. I don't know. He said he bought her a dog. I don't know if it's Teddy or what, but he bought her a dog. What he said, and it was like $4,000 or whatever he gave her, and helped her move. And I guess Sebastian helped her move as well, and he was helping get her off the meth. And she disappeared one day and came home high, or he's trying to help her basically. And after she left him alone with her kid, like she left her kid alone with James D as well, an ex-convict.
Damn.
She has the tendency to do that. She leaves her kids alone with people that she just met on the internet. It's like, that's weird to me. I would never leave anybody alone with my, I've been best friends with Agent 19 for 5 years. I I didn't introduce my kid to him until 2 years after I met him, basically. I just didn't want to do that to my kid until I knew that he was going to be in my life. I just, I need to know him really well and stuff like that. I mean, he lived in my state and everything else, and, we get together all the time, but I never left him alone with my kid. I've never left anybody alone with my kid. I mean, my kid's my kid. It's weird because she left her kid alone with Sebastian. And I think Sebastian is a nice kid. I mean, he's not a bad guy. I don't think that James D's a bad guy anyway, but whatever. I mean, I don't get along with James D, but I don't think he's a bad guy. But, I mean, she didn't even know these people. She met them online. And she leaves her kid alone with these people for one, it was a week, and the other one was a couple hours. It was just weird. I don't know. I mean, I I think she needs help with her meth problem. I do. I don't think she's I don't think she has a full deck. I'm just saying. I think she has really, really bad problems. I think she's destroyed her brain with this meth use. I'm just saying. She
Okay,
thinks she's a
hold on, hold
badass.
on
She's
one
going
second.
around just being
Hold on one
nasty to people. Huh?
Hold on 1 second. I got to address the chat. We're not allowed to talk about that country on YouTube, ladies. We're not allowed to talk about that. I had to delete a few comments. I just remembered the policy. We're not allowed to talk about that war over there. I don't know why. I don't know why YouTube is so petty on that, but all right, continue.
Yeah, YouTube is getting really weird about stupid things now.
Yeah.
Remember, yeah, they got really bad talking about the vaccine and everything else as well. Just, yeah, it's very, very weird. I just want to make sure what I can talk about and what I can't talk about, because I know that um Nikki had a problem with what I was talking about, and I don't think I
Oh,
was nasty or anything like that. But
oh yeah. The reason is because we use instead of the S word, we use unaliving
yeah,
because
okay,
because we have
yeah,
people like
okay.
step around.
Unaliving.
Like,
I'm sorry. I didn't even know. I'm so sorry about that.
that's all right.
Um, yeah, I
As
didn't
long
know
as you
that.
don't use it too many times, I don't think we'll
Yeah,
have a problem. But and we don't use full names. We just use channel names or just a first name and a first initial.
yeah,
We just don't dox people on here.
yeah,
That was darling Nikki's concern.
yeah. Well, I mean, well, before my community, she was
Oh,
actually using her first and last name. So
oh, now you're
that's
naked.
what I know her as. Huh?
Now you're naked.
Huh?
Now you're naked.
No, I'm talking about, no, I said that, Tiffany.
Yeah, your picture disappeared.
Oh, I don't know. Why? Huh.
Oh,
I don't know. It's gone now?
yeah,
It's
it's gone
crazy.
now, but you could just change it real quick and
Okay.
then put it back.
Okay, do that. Hold on. Is it back? Is it back now?
No, but that's okay though.
It's weird.
Yeah,
It's
it's getting
weird.
weird.
Anyway, yeah. So do you have any thinking whatever questions you guys have about her? Like the 222 thing and um anybody have any questions about that?
Yeah, it's just with Darling Nikki. We can't we have to use certain terms on here, and she was like concerned about letting you up. Yeah,
Yeah,
I even said
yeah. I don't
because
yeah.
she can't stand Tiffany. By the way,
Yeah, I know. I mean, I what she was doing to Nikki was horrible. I mean, my sister's been through that, and Tiffany goes around and saying, my sister was not SA. She was on Tracy's channel saying I was using my sister. No, this is why I went after Tiffany for going after Nikki, because Tiffany knows exactly what my sister went through because she trolled my sister in 2016 when I told Trace my sister was in the military. She was in sergeant in the military. They were in Kuwait. She just had her second child, and they deployed her to Kuwait. And she was married to my brother-in-law, and they were doing drills, and a British soldier and my sister were gained weight by a Kuwaiti army soldiers, basically, and left for dead. My sister was beaten up really bad. They had to her back to, I think it was Germany at that time, something like that. She had to have numerous surgeries, you know, and it was awful. My sister had to leave the military. They let her leave the military. She couldn't, just destroyed her life basically, you know. And that was 2003 that happened to her. And I told Tiffany about that when I met Tiffany in 2016. And Tiffany went around with her stock accounts making fun of my sister. I never told anybody. I never told anybody online about that. I told Tiffany about that, and she thought it was funny. And when I saw her going after Nikki with that, the essay thing, it just, I felt I didn't even know her, but I was going to defend her no matter what. And I know that she had this Kiss and Excellence person going at Nikki as well, you know. And I'm like, it's just horrible. Why would you go after somebody who's been through that, exploiting them for no reason? It's just disgusting. Tiffany, you're fucking gross. You are gross.
yeah, she's one of the worst that we have on this platform, besides ODN.
I think that Tiffany's worse. I'm just saying she's worse. She go she goes real life. She goes real life. I mean, she'll call people in your real life. Call
Yeah,
people in your real life.
I don't think Tiffany ever went to someone's house to slash their tires or
No,
did something like that.
no, no. She just called people on their phones, and she uses her text. She uses her burner phones and uses text now, and she'll text herself. And a couple weeks ago, like a couple months ago, she was saying that she was accusing Scotty of contacting Jeff. I don't believe Scotty ever contacted Jeff. I think Tiffany was contacting Jeff herself, and she wanted to blame Scotty for that. You know, Tiffany does that. She tries to make herself the big victim every time. She likes to be a victim. She always wants to be the victim.
And even in Tiffany's own words, she admits that she's a certified troll.
Oh, she is. Yeah. Yeah. She says she's not sorry for what she says about people in behind the scenes where they're fighting. She doesn't care what people think about what she says. Well, Tiffany, you care about what people think about you when you're fighting with them. Every time you do live streams saying that you and Tracy did live streams talking about what I said about you behind your back. And when I do that to you, you have a problem with that. I showed you what you said behind Tracy's back. So whatever. Huh?
So Tiffany had the nerve to celebrate that you couldn't make it yesterday.
Yeah.
And she thought, oh, it's canceled. It's canceled. No, honey, it was rescheduled.
Yeah, because I mean, she was making fun of my kid that has, oh, why are you not dealing with your kid that has COVID? Well, my kid's asleep, okay? I made sure I did this when he was asleep, basically. You know, my kid is 11 years old, you know. I know he's on nonverbal, but Tiffany, don't worry about what my kid does, okay? Worry about your own kid. Don't worry about mine.
She should worry about herself.
Yeah. She was just so mad because she didn't want me to do this and talk about this. And I'm, you know, I just want you to know in this people in this community, I'm not going around trying to make trouble for anybody. I'm not. I don't go after people. I really don't. I'm defending myself because of Tiffany. I'm not going after anybody, and I will never go after anybody in this community. I would never do that. The reason I came to this community because when Tiffany got with Jamie, she did a live stream with Jamie and said that she was a victim of people in my community, said that I was going after her and this force was going after her and all the people were going after her. She was a victim of all of us and we're so nasty to her and she wanted to get away from us. And, you know, and then when I had my stroke, she did a live stream on her channel saying that I was faking a stroke, talking about me and stuff like that. This is why I was in this community, because I had no choice, because I had to defend myself. She was going on Jamie's live stream saying that she was a victim of all of these people in my community. She was in our community and we chased her off, basically. We didn't want her around because she's poison. She's toxic. You know?
And there's that Sharon B girl, all right?
She went to the Chosen One community after she left our community. She raised hell with like at least half a dozen people in those communities. Tom Reed was paying her money to troll certain people for him for whatever. And she was going after this person named Ollie and calling her. She was calling the police on Ollie on Christmas Eve. She called the police on Ollie on Christmas Eve. She called her daughter on because the day of Christmas or something like that. She was going after Ollie really bad. She was calling her ex-husbands, and it was disgusting. And she was saying when she was talking to Tracy, going after my family, she was going to blog about me to my local community. She wanted everybody in my local community to hear how I victimize her. She's such a fucking weirdo. She said she was going to text everybody in my community.
Yeah, and then I remember the time she did a live on what's her name, Sharon B.
Yeah,
or whatever. And then she had her record up, and I'm saying, okay. So I emailed Tiffany and I says, oh, can you send me the information so I can take a look at it? She ghosted me, like she was hiding something.
Mm-hmm.
So it got me thinking, and then she and then like a week or two later, I didn't have no clue what was going on, and then I comment on her fucking I think it was a community post, and she says, "Oh, everyone turned on me. Thank God you're here." And like she the bitch can't even make sense. I said, "Okay, I know these sweet people here. They won't turn on someone for no reason." So I'm like, okay, what happened, Tiffany? And she lied to me. She kept lying. So then a day or two later, Jamie goes live and explains it. Oh, she's over at this one's and that one's channel over in enemy chats, talking shit. Oh, that makes perfect sense.
Yep.
You didn't say that, Tiffany. You
I
backstabbing.
feel so bad what they were doing to Sharon, dude.
Would you like to confess, Tiffany? Any other backstabbing shit you pulled?
She like records everybody, by the way, and she takes their private messages and sends them to their enemies. Basically,
Yeah.
she likes to be a chaos troll. She likes creating chaos.
And I just don't get why people at this point take her seriously, and how she lasted so long.
When she does a live stream, she has like over mainly 100 people in the chat every time. Yep. I guess people love bad behavior on this.
Well, I think most of them are hate watchers. Just saying,
Yeah.
they just can't help but to listen to what they're what she's talking about.
Yeah. Every day, I mean, I look at her community tab right now. She's talking about me all the time. She's, I mean, when I had my stroke, I was like, gosh, I was like 270 pounds. And I had my weight loss surgery, and now I'm 119 pounds. And she's going around calling me fat, whatever, but whatever. But Jamie made a community tab post about people who don't want to eat or whatever. And I said, me too. I agree with him. And she took that on her community tab, says, making fun of me. She talks about me and Jamie's weight all the time. She talks about Jamie's weight, now she talks about my weight. It's just weird. Why does she? I don't understand why she cares about what other people look like. What do you care, Tiffany? Why do you care that you have to body shame people? Are you? I mean, I think she has low self-esteem, or she has problems with her. I don't know, but very insecure or something like that. She has to go after everybody else, to make herself feel better, I guess.
Sad. She's a sad story. When are you going to leave us, Tiff? When are you going to go to your next community to cause havoc? Huh, Tiff?
Well, she was saying that she's a chaos troll. She loves people to be upset. She loves people getting upset.
Yeah.
And that's
But
that.
there's always someone that around here that seems to keep her around. That's how she extends her unwanted stay.
Yeah. I don't know. it's weird. I feel so sorry for I know she's got it in for Angela and she got it in for Amber. And she has it in for me as well. I think she has it in for you as well too. Um yeah, she has people that she wants to destroy no matter what. Me, she goes after me every day. She goes after Amber. She goes after Angela. Because I don't know. I think she's really threatened by the fact that Jamie had a relationship with her after Tiffany. That's why she's going after Amber.
Yeah, but what
I think
business
that
is of hers? You know,
I know, but she's a very, very simple, like she's like a junior high girl. Tiffany is a junior high mean girl. That's what she is. A junior high school mean girl.
it's like she never grew up.
No, no. I don't think she's ever going to grow up. I just don't. She's 44 years old. She lives with this guy that she calls gay. She says he beats her up all the time. She's a fucking meth head. And, you know, every day she goes online to try to make other people's lives a living hell because it makes her feel better about her life. Tiffany has not worked in years. I don't think she's able to work. I don't know. I don't think she's smart enough to go work. I don't know. I just, I don't, she says that this guy's beating her, and I promise you, I don't believe that he ever was abusive to her. I think he loves her. That's why he's still with her. After she cheated on him multiple times, I think he actually loves her. That's why he's with her. And she was telling Robbie that he was beating her up as well. I'm glad he called the cops. I really am. Because I should have called the cops years ago when she was saying that he was abusing her. I believed her. I actually believed her. But when I talked to Jeff numerous times, that I called her and he answered the phone. He was really nice. He was always nice. The way he was dealing with her when she was abusing him on the call with Jamie, calling him all kinds of names, and he was like, don't touch me, because she was abusing him because she wanted her phone, because she didn't want to be found out that she was going behind his back having relationships with Jamie. She wants her cake and eat it too, basically. I'm surprised that she's not. I'm sure she'll have another guy. She's stringing along. You know, she does this every year. She picks a new guy every year. And every year she plays the victim of this guy. Just like she did with Forrest, what she did with Dr. Sint, what she did with Kenny, James D, Sebastian, Yaxley, Jamie. She's always the victim. She doesn't do anything wrong. It's everybody else's fault, not hers. Not hers.
Damn.
Every year since 2016, Tiffany has been in a relationship with numerous guys. And every time she plays this, oh, I'm a victim. Oh, I sent them my porn. She recycles her porn. We figured out that was in 2017. We figured out that she was recycling with her porn with other guys. You know, she was involved with. She was involved with guys, like 2 or 3 guys at the same time, basically.
I
And
don't
when
think
they found out that she was lying to them, of course, she's like, "Oh my gosh, they're coming after me. I'm a victim. Oh my gosh, come help me."
I don't think she feels much of anything because of the meth.
Yeah.
I don't think she
She
feels
doesn't
much
have,
of anything.
she doesn't have any true feelings for anybody. She doesn't have compassion for anybody. She has no empathy. I think that Tiffany's a sociopath, and
But,
that the ends justify the means.
yeah, but Dr. Drew one time said that a lot of these drug addicts, like Tiffany, they learn these sociopathic behaviors due to their habit. And the drugs
Yeah.
actually make them not feel anything. Because that's why they're using in the first place.
Yeah, I think Tiffany has some schizoaffective personality traits as well.
Okay. That
I
makes
think
sense.
she has schizoaffective people that do like meth like that has pesticides and everything else. And meth is disgusting anyway. She's
Yeah.
using meth, and she's introducing like pesticides to her internal organs and stuff like that. I think she's developed some schizoaffective personality traits because of the long-term meth use. Yeah. I think at one time, you should see what Tiffany looked like in 2008, her 2016. She looked like night and day. She was really beautiful. She's absolutely drop dead gorgeous. Look at what she does. Look what she looks like now. Not to say it looks like a different person. Looks like a different person.
Now she looks like she gets her lip injections and they're all botched.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I think she gives herself the lip injections herself. And she does it herself, I think. And it's just like,
Oh,
it's so
really?
weird.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, she does it herself. She has this thing. When she was in the chosen one community, she showed people what she did the lip injections and stuff. She got it from eBay or whatever. It's weird. She does it on herself, basically. And it looks not good. If she has a plastic surgery, she needs to fire him. I'm just saying. But no, she's doing it herself. Because her lips do not look normal. She just don't. And she's putting in fillers in her face and stuff like that. So her face does not look the same. The way she looked in 2016 is not the way she looks now. She looks hard. She looks like she's been rode hard and put away wet, She looks horrible right now. She just does. She was a beautiful girl. I'm not kidding. She's a really beautiful girl. Not anymore. Not anymore. She looks like a face is a meth, ad. I'm not kidding you. If you see what she looked like in 2016, 2017, 2018 to now, you would be astounded. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm hearing, Jason. They give themselves their own lip injections and their own Botox. Damn.
Yeah, her lips look like shit. She's been doing that for years. She did I have her live stream copied where she was showing people how she did her lip injections, and she had like bruises around her face because she was doing her lip injections herself. I was like, my lord, Yeah.
And then she's supposed to convince us that she's getting abused.
No.
When you can clearly see it's her lips that are the
Yeah.
problem.
Well, I don't think that Jeff would ever abuse her. I really don't. I know that she's abusing Jeff's son and she's abusing Jeff, but no, I don't think Jeff is abusing her. I think she's abusing him. I think she's been abusing him for years. If you don't want to be with him, Tiffany, then leave him alone. Go find other people, She's getting involved with people.
Meg,
Huh?
Meg, get lost. Continue.
Who's Meg?
Oh, she's a troll that tried to cut my panel.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, she was saying that I know for a fact that she's been going after, she's been filming Jeff's son and passing it around on the internet. So much so that Yaxley had to contact Angela, Jeff's baby mama, basically, her, and told him about what Tiffany was doing online, sharing videos and audio recordings of her son. And she was concerned about that Tiffany was going around, exploiting her son, saying that her son was psycho and everything else. It's just horrible.
Yeah, but Jason, she does have a lazy eye, doesn't she? She already has a lazy eye, so it's because that's where she got it from.
Well, she's doing things with her face. She's like injecting things in her face. She has this thing that she uses that, oh gosh, I have the video. I think I will post it because I know she doesn't have copyright for that anymore because, she lost her channels, but I have the actual video where she's showing people what she uses on her face and what she puts fillers in on her face with. It's just, she got it on off eBay, I guess, and I don't know, and she swears by that. I know for a fact that her lips look really horrible. They look horrible. They're uneven and everything else. If you have a plastic surgery, Tiffany, you need to fire him. I'm just saying. I don't think you have a plastic surgeon. I think you're doing exactly what you're doing when you're in the chosen one community.
So, Tiff, did you think that making threats or getting Tracy to do a live on me was going to do any good?
Yeah. Well, Tracy lost her channel. Oh, so sad. So sad.
So sad.
Your channel's next, Tiffany. I'm just saying your channel's next. I'm just saying. Just want to know. You're not supposed to be here anyway. And Tracy should not be here. She's ban-evading now. So sad.
Yeah, and then she decided to come last week over here under an alt and say that my channel's next. Aw, poor Tiff. That I'm next or something like that. She decided to make a threat.
No, I did though, because look at her community post stuff like that. She has. I'm going around and flagging everything she puts nasty on her community tab. Yeah, I'm going around doing her live streams where she goes up on other people, And I messaged YouTube Legal and told them about her previous channels. She's not supposed to be on YouTube. She's not supposed to be here. But she doesn't understand. She can be on here, and I wouldn't fuck with her, but she fucks with me and fucks with other people. You know what I mean? She fucks with other people, and she doesn't care the fact that she's not supposed to be here. You lost your channel. Leave. You don't see Amber and Jamie going after people. You don't. They're just doing content.
Well, Jamie is usually the type that just responds to people. And
I do too.
That interests him.
I do too. I don't go after people. I don't go after random people. I do respond to people like Tracy and Tiffany and whatever. I don't have any problems with anybody else online. Just them. Just them. They play the largest victims. They think everybody's a victim. They think they're the biggest victims I'm sorry, my face is really bad. They think they always go around saying they're victims of this and that, whatever, and they get along with that. They go around saying that everybody's victimizing them. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you. You guys go after people that don't care about you. I wouldn't go after you, Tiffany. I wouldn't go after Tracy if you didn't go after me. Just saying.
Well, I started this channel because I started watching people in this drama community, and I had opinions, and I thought some other people did. So I said, okay, we're gonna have so I started my channel, and I talk about the things I watch, the live streams, and
well, I used to have, when I wanted to do my channel, I wanted to do like talking about mental health and stuff like that. I wanted to do that on my channel. I wanted to do art on my channel, but it didn't work out that way. I've had this person from the UK stalking me for 14 years now.
damn.
She's okay. My kids are 22 and 21 and 27. She's been going after my kids since they were 5, 6, and 13. That's how long she's been going after me. She went after my kids, posted pictures of my kids everywhere on the internet. She contacted my kids' schools. I mean, she's contacted CPS on me numerous times over the years. And she just won't leave me alone. She's obsessed with me. Every time Tracy does a live stream, she talks about me nonstop. Katie, 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 Katie. And it's just, it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. And, it's what it is. And I mean, me and Tiffany used to be friends. We used to talk about Tracy being obsessed for years, You hear Tiffany talking to me, and Tiffany, those voicemail clips were 2 years ago, not 4 years ago. 2 years ago, Tiffany. 2 years ago.
Yeah, and then I have a former friend that is acting up, and she thinks she runs this joint, telling everyone to mind their business, and but she doesn't have to.
Yeah.
So, and then she thinks she runs everyone else's channel just because she's friends with them, and it's like now she's going over with Tiffany. She thinks now they're friends, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
She has no loyalty whatsoever, and people are finally waking up to some of this shit. So
No, I just wanted you guys to know, in this community, just be careful about Tiffany. She's a monster. She's a manipulator. She will lie about you. She'll go after your family. She'll go after kids. She'll go after your employer. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
She will get real life on you. Yeah.
She went after Slimey's father in her community post, threatening her. And what's she doing now? She's over there hate bonding with her.
Yeah, she doesn't like Tracy. She doesn't like Fist and Excellence. She doesn't like her either. But she's hate bonding with her because she wants to go after me, and she'll use Tracy to go after me because she can't go after me herself. That's why. And whenever she was on Darling Nikki's channel, I was like, I wanted to go on the panel. She said, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do a live stream with her. She doesn't want anything to do with me, because she knows I have receipts to back everything I say. You can say you don't believe me all you want to, but I have receipts to back up everything I'm saying. Everything. I know for a fact from history that Tiffany's a liar. She's a pathological liar. So I learned to record and save everything, because I knew for a fact she was going to lie. And every time she tries to lie about me, I come back with the truth, and she doesn't like that. That's why she doesn't like me, because she lies about me and I show the truth and she doesn't like me because I put a wrench in her like plans basically. I mean, it's weird because she's trying to recruit people to come after me. Recruited Glenn. She recruited, oh gosh, her name was Piss and Excellence, and this PB and J person, and this Amy Eureka person. I know that person's name, but I'm not gonna say it. She's been recruiting these people to come after me because she can't come after me herself. And she told me I better like stop talking about her, or she's gonna make my life a living hell. I'm like, fuck you, Tiffany. Fuck you. I am not going to like. You're not going to intimidate me. You're not going to intimidate me. She doesn't understand that her forms of intimidation don't work on me at all. I told her years ago, if you want me to stop talking about me. If you don't want me to say anything about you, just leave me alone.
It's the same thing with Slimy. All she has to do is shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And we stop. But she can't.
If she stopped mentioning me, if she stopped doing live streams about me, if she stopped mentioning me at all, I would never even mention her again. But Tiffany is so fucking weak. She doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. I will never go after people that don't go after me. She's going after me. That's why I'm going after her. Every day she does live stream with Tracy. If she wasn't doing that with Tracy, I wouldn't have anything to bitch about, you know? I'd be on my way. I would be on my way. I would close my channels down and be done. But she can't do it. She cannot fucking do it. She likes to be the victim. She likes to harass people. She gets off on that.
Sad, isn't it?
It's very sad. It's very, very sad. I mean, she spends a number of days. I'm sorry, my face is really bad right now. She gets my speech is really bad right now. I told her like you should spend time with your kid and just go out and have fun, whatever. And she spends all of her days in Jeff's bedroom on the computer fighting with people all day long. All day long, she's fighting with people. If she's not doing live streams in the Krama community, she's going to the Chosen One community, going on their panels, going to my community, going to people's panels. Every day, she's just online 24/7. Online 24/7. She says to me today in the community tab, go outside. Well, Tiffany, you were outside having a live that you were looking at me, my channel on YouTube when you were supposedly outside having a live. Give me a break. Don't go around saying that I don't have a live when you're outside with your family and you're looking at YouTube and you're looking at my channel. You know, it's just so weird. She doesn't get it. She does not get it. She doesn't get it. She tells her herself. You know? I did that video, and I have tons of videos I'm going to put out with her. I don't really use like private messages like that or voicemails like that. But I noticed that Tiffany and this person, Glenn, and Tracy's been going after me for a month saying that I said this and that, and they played my voicemails and stuff like that. So I'm going to play her voicemails. You know, I don't like to share private messages. I really don't. But I've dealt with months and months and months of them using my private messages. So I'm not going to use Tiffany's private messages now. And the last conversation I had with her was 2023. And she was talking about crafting. She was talking about Jamie. She was talking about people from your communities showing me stuff and whatever. Yeah. So, Tiffany, I have a lot of stuff I can share. A lot of stuff. Just saying.
Oh,
Every
please feel free to email me some of that stuff. So when
I
she
will.
decides
Yeah,
to act up,
I have every conversation she had with, I guess, with back and forth with Crackton, her conversation she had with Save Robbie, um, her conversations with Jamie, your conversations with Sarah. She saved everything and sent everything. I didn't even know you guys, and she was sending me that. She was sending Penny that as well. You know, she was talking shit like she was going to do this and that. She was going to troll people, and she she was upfront. She was going to have her way with this community because she was bored. Basically, she wanted to. You know, she was sizing people up. Basically, she was sizing people up. Yeah, and it's sad because she had a fresh new community that didn't even know her, and she was getting donations and grifting because they didn't even know her. That she was lying about stuff, and she was getting like super chats and cash apps and PayPal's from numerous people. I'm just so weird. She lives with this guy Jeff, and Jeff has a good job. She lives in a $700,000 house. You know, he buys her car, he gives her credit card, he pays her for her food, her clothes, everything. Tiffany does not have anything to pay except her meth bill, basically. That's it.
aw, everyone hear that? That's her only bill.
She does not have anything. Jeff pays for everything. She took donations and money from Jamie to get Teddy treated at the vets, and Jeff had paid for it. And she took money from Jamie, thinking that, yeah, it's so sad that she uses people like that. She told Jamie she didn't have money to get Teddy treated at the vet and stuff like that. And I mean, Jeff was in the conversations. Yeah, I've paid for that. Jeff pays for everything, everything.
Hear that, everyone?
hmm They live like a married couple. They've been together for years. She doesn't have to pay for her car. She doesn't have to pay for her insurance. She doesn't have to pay anything. Jeff pays for everything. She wants your money because she wants meth. That's why. I'm just saying. Because Jeff will not he will not give her money to get the meth. Tiffany has an alcohol issue and a meth issue. You know, it's sad, honestly. Remember, like a couple years ago, she was in the Chosen One community and she was riding around on her son's bike, a motorized bike, and she was going to the liquor store to get some liquor. She always got white claw or something like that. And every day she would drink herself to sleep, basically. It was just, I mean, she's up because of the meth, and she comes down using the alcohol to come down. You know what I mean? The alcohol brings her down, basically. I have conversations with her. I mean, I have live conversations with her on the phone where she's telling me, well, the meth, I'm up for a long time, and the alcohol, brings me down a little bit so I can go to sleep. Sometimes she's up for 2 days at a time because she's high on the meth. It's sad.
Poor thing.
Her only bill is her meth. That's it. Because Jeff refuses to pay for her meth. Refuses to do that. That's why she goes online and everything. Oh, it's my son's going back to school. I need money for going back to school. No, 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 no. Jeff pays for everything. He treats her and her son like he treats her son like he's his own. You know, he never treats her son differently. Never. I mean, he gave her a well, it was not an engagement ring, but it was, yeah, it was on her birthday. He got her a ring, but he didn't propose to her. But they've been together since, God,
I don't think he'll marry her because she's a liability.
no, no, because I think his mom and dad don't like her. For a fact, I know for her. I mean, I heard from Jeff's friend. I had person is Jeff's friend contacted me. It was a couple years ago and told me that he's Jeff's friend and stuff like that. And he wanted to reach out to me and told me that uh, Jeff and his mom and dad don't like Tiffany. She's not around when they do family get-togethers. She's not invited because she's abusing their son and they know it, and she robbed him of $100,000.
Oh,
So that's why they don't want anything to do with her. So when they have Thanksgiving, she has to cook for her and her son. And Jeff goes in with his son to see his mom and dad. And
oh, that
and I
was
have, oh my gosh, you shouldn't. I've been going back and forth with this guy, this friends with Jeff, this for years.
yeah. That's just
He
the
says
point.
he says he's Jeff's best friend, and he
That's the
told
point
me,
of-
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
the stories he told me about Tiffany was awful,
Yeah, that's
awful.
the point I'm trying to make, Socket. Why would he marry her so she could divorce him and legally get his money?
Yeah, that would be. I think he knows that. That's why yeah, he knows what yeah, she's a gold digger. I mean, just saying. I mean, if she was real and loved him, she wouldn't go around and cheating on him behind his back. And Jeff is not gay. I talked to his friend, his best friend, and he told me Jeff is not gay. Jeff is a nice guy. He told me a lot that Jeff has never abused her. He's told me that Tiffany was the one that was abusing him.
Yeah, and she even admitted it to Robbie. So it's
Yeah, that I guess that Tiffany's the one that goes around and hitting Jeff, basically.
yeah.
And yeah.
We heard it all on the phone call to Jamie.
Yeah.
So,
That's who Tiffany is in real life. That's who she is in real life. Just saying. It's bad. But I will forward you the emails I have from Jeff's best friend. And it is gnarly. Fucking gnarly. I didn't know that Tiffany is not only cheated on Jeff with, people on the internet, she's cheated on with people in real life as well. The way she lives, basically, the way Jeff's house looks, because I guess Tiffany doesn't really clean or whatever, and she doesn't do basically anything. She lives in that room and trolls people 24/7, and yeah, and I guess according to his friend, that she hit Jeff over the head was saying like it was just so bad. I know the fact that his family does not like her, does not want her around, doesn't approve of their relationship. I guess she causes him more grief than giving him happiness. And honestly, I hope that Jeff wakes up and finds somebody that actually likes him and loves him, that he gets rid of her. because she's never going to change. She's never going to change. YouTube is her life. YouTube comes before her kid, becomes before her relationship with Jeff, comes before everything. I think Tiffany is a narcissist, and she wants to have her narcissistic supply being online. She puts YouTube before anything. Before anything. She's never even met her granddaughter. Never.
She's addicted to this platform.
Yeah. She's addicted to that. She wants to, very addictive. She likes to make other people feel bad about themselves. She does. Each time she befriends somebody and she records them, she screenshots their entire conversations, and she pretends to be their friend, and they turn their back. She goes to their enemies and says, well, she said this and that about you. And she sits back and she loves to watch the fallout. She loves it. She loves it. So that's what she does to people. That's what she does to people. She's doing that right now. You know, look at what she's doing to Amy and Nikki. She loves it. She loves being in the middle of it. She loves having them fight with each other. She loves it. And one of these days, she's going to turn on Amy, just like she turned on Nikki. She'll do it. That's what she does. She's a just soulless person, a fucking soulless person. She is not a nice person at all. She loves it.
So, all right, everyone, we're gonna end this now. So, anything else you'd like to say, Katie, before we go?
Thank you for having me.
No
I'm
problem.
sorry I canceled yesterday. I just had, like I said, my kid was really sick, and I had to go back.
So feel free to send any screenshots or anything that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I have a lot of screenshots. Believe me.
Yeah, feel free to send them to me in my email. And anytime she wants to act up, I'll be more than happy to share.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
So, all right, everyone. I want to thank Katie for coming up, and I'll see everyone later. And Darling Nikki just went live, so please head over there. All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.